A Digital Native's Thoughts on Digital Literacy. Interview with a ninth grade student.
We usually just use like the normal ones, like Word, or like I use a lot of online subscriptions that our library has, and like obviously like PowerPoint, and I'm pretty sure that like, we don't really do much with like the new like websites or technology, and if we do, it's like not very often, and it's like a special thing, like it's not something that we're like used to using. I like using the new technology because it's just kind of fun to see like what works best for you and like what you like to use the best. So sometimes I can do that on my own time, just kind of check them out. But for the most part at school, we just use the normal ones, like that are the most common. We use a lot because I guess more in like certain classes like English and English because we're always typing up things, or we'll have more projects in English, but in something like global or like social studies, you're doing more like lectures in class and just listening, or like an essay as a project. So I guess in that sense you'd be using Word, but it would just be Word. Like we don't really do that many like projects. Oh, biology. My teacher uses this website called Schoology, and it's like a place where she can kind of send out like a message and everybody is able to see that, and she does like notes on it so we can like listen to the lectures, and if we're studying we can look back at it. And we always have like homework quizzes that are on that, so we have to like do the reading and then answer some questions. And I kind of like it because it's nice to like she's like reaching out to the kids and saying like it'll be easier for you to get a hold of something that's like online or technology from a phone or something. Yeah, and my Spanish teacher also has something like that, where it's not like texting because we can't text back, but she can send out like a group message, like if there was a snow day, she could be like, the quiz is on Friday as opposed to Thursday. Yes, but I mean obviously like you can't be like texting during class, but you can have it and use it for whatever you want to use it for. Like if we're like in class studying and I'm like I want to do some flashcards, or like I like the app Quizlet and that helps studying, and there's an app for it, so my teacher will be like, yeah, sure. They never say no if it's like that. Our Spanish teacher does that, I guess. Where like it's like her telling us to get them out. Like we did this thing with Socratic or something, and she would like send out a question to all of our phones or something, and we'd have to answer it, and we kind of could see it on the board and be like, oh, and it's all like anonymous, so like no one would feel like embarrassed, I guess, about their answer. And we're all like sitting right there, so that was kind of cool. And I guess in biology, like she'll tell us like, all right, guys, work on your homework quizzes or watch the notes, and usually that's kind of implying like you can use your phones. I think when you have like digital stuff, it's a lot easier to get the visuals, and I think for visual learners that's really helpful. And also maybe if you're like actually interacting, which I think is a big part when you're like online or something. I feel like you're just by looking something up, I feel like you're already interacting with it in the way that like you have to sift through the information and figure out which is bad and which is good, and then like I think those skills help you learn it better. I like projects, but I like presenting my projects, and I think that is like we have all these smart boards, so I think that that's possible. We do like presentations. It's just it'll be like a debate in global, or like just presenting like I guess PowerPoint again. But I guess I want to do something like that's different so that it can really be like personalized or something like to your mind, and to really like I guess some people have trouble just putting down what they think in the way that they speak, or like body language, or what they have written. So if you have your visuals and I guess like different technologies that can present these images in your head like in so many different ways to really give the message of what you're saying, I think that would be better if we could do more stuff like that and really go out of our way to look for new technology and then presentations. I like that. Well, yeah, and then sometimes like if they say it has like a PowerPoint, they're always like, if you have a different idea, you can come talk to us, which doesn't like it doesn't affect me as much as it might affect someone who is not going to go out of their way to look up a different way to present it. Like for me, like I would do that and look up like something that could be really cool to present it with. So I think that if they want to get the kids that aren't like embracing it as much, then they should really give some more ideas of like things and just be, if that makes sense, because like you need to reach out more to those kids. Elsewhere. I don't know, just like it's just not something that we talk about a lot at school. Like I've told a lot of my friends about like this app called Quizlet. I love it for studying, and you can use it on like your phone but also your laptop. And I've told them about that. And like I've told them about different websites. Like there's a website called Poplet, and it's just a great way to just kind of like get out all your ideas. It's like a map, kind of. So I haven't really heard teachers really talk about it. I might have like told teachers about certain things, like you should use this. I've like literally searched like great studying app or something, or like cool video maker or whatever. And I guess like because I really enjoy it, I like to, so I'll like go look that up and then I go tell everybody about it, and they're like, oh, this is really cool. I'm like, yeah, I know. I don't know. I don't really know anything about college and then like how they learn. Like I always wonder, like, is college going to be like back to the basics like this, or are there just going to be like so many new technology or like, and this thing just like blows your mind? And I think I'm good at adapting, and I do like technology, so I think it'll be fine for me. But I feel like I will have to adapt. I feel like my school doesn't, nothing against my school, I just feel like we're not trying like many new things. And if we do use something new, it's like for a very short period of time, like, and it's just like once in like every month or something. It's nothing like big. You don't see like the teacher where they're like, oh my gosh, like check this out, like where it's constantly surprising the students, getting them engaged, and just making the classroom like a happier, more exciting place.